Let's give it the beans. What's 800 pounds, has a horizontally opposed 6-cylinder motor, and just won't die? That thing. Well, it's 120 horses, right around there, and does a 0 to 60 in just over 4 seconds. So got a 130 on the front, a 180 on the back. Plenty of power, horizontally opposed 6-cylinder. So why would you buy an old Goldwing? Why wouldn't you? It's water cooled, it'll last forever. It's a 6-cylinder. You can put hundreds of thousands of miles on them. Lots of creature comforts, and if you get a 2005 30th anniversary edition, you don't pay an awful lot for it either. You don't have the touchscreen nav, but you still do get a lot of cool stuff. Cruise control, for instance. You can still set your preload adjust. You can raise up your headlights wherever you want them. Fog lights, turn them on and off. Lots of goodies in there. Plenty of storage. Endless storage on this thing. Look at that. And with a trunk that size, even if you're in the mafia, you're in really good shape for doing anything you got to do, burying somebody upstate. And there's a 12-volt accessory. This does have assisted reverse, though, right here. You can walk it backwards up a hill and the motor will help you. We're going to take it on the highway and see how it does. We're going to give it the beans and see how fast this Goldwing really is. With the upright riding position, though, I feel like my feet should be farther forward, like here. But the motor's there, so I'm here. And your legs are a little bit scrunched up, which is, I guess, why people have the foot pegs. All right, I'm going to show you how this reverse thing works. So, bike's got to be in neutral. Let's crank it up. All right, now, we took that on RVS. There we go. Now we hit this button. It's backing me up. And I'm just walking it out. So if you're on a hill, that can help you out quite a bit. See how my feet are snugged in here? Like, I feel like they should be forward, but they're not. That's the only bummer about the old generation Goldwing, I will say. Get your standard fuel gauge. This is a 5-speed shaft drive. Now look at the way you can just dive this thing down. Like, you can just slow maneuver this thing so tight, it's not even funny. And the heel toe shifter, I will say, is nice. All the little gadgets do work. This one does have self-canceling turn signals, everyone. Look, Honda put self-canceling turn signals on the old Goldwing, but they just can't seem to put it on the NC750X. Your daily grinder. Nope, can't put it on that one. Oh, can't put it on the Rebel 1100 DCT either. It's not that expensive of a feature. This thing has 71,000 miles on it, and it's got plenty of guts. It's super stable, it's quiet. The rear view mirrors are incredible. I feel like I can see literally everything. Just because you buy an old Goldwing doesn't mean you're going to turn into a Wilford Brimley. The suspension's incredibly comfortable. The road manners on the highway, effortless, effortless, effortless. But I am still looking for that 6th gear and not finding it. But the next generation, of course, has, actually I think the new DCT has a 7 gear. Here, let's pass this dude. Show them what we got in this old Goldie. Look at this old Goldwing. This old Goldwing ain't dead yet. Look at how much guts it still has left in it. And it's stable. I better not push my luck. You know, let's get back over here. Anyway, we're going to take it in a parking lot and do a little slow maneuvering, and we'll see what that's about. But you know, when you see these, you know, for $5,000 or $6,000, you're getting a Goldwing. Usually the gadgets all still kind of work. And it's a very easy to ride, large, comfortable machine. Even the old ones. I feel like I can just boss this around all day. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's not, I know it's heavy on paper, but when you ride it, it's not heavy at all. It's stupidly not heavy. And it's stupidly maneuverable. Like, I feel like I can just pound this thing all day, man. I feel like I can just pound it right into the pavement. I'm gonna take it to a parking lot up here, and we're gonna do a slow maneuver. See if that's any good. Wow! Wouldn't Erik Estrada be so jealous? I feel like it's incredibly balanced. I feel like I can just boss it around. You know, like I feel like I could take this on some S turns out on Highway C and give it the business, man. And I just feel like it's going to respond so beautifully because the center of gravity is so stupidly low. It's incredible, like just the way you can just flick this around. It's just so effortless for something this size. That's very unusual. Don't fear an old Goldwing. And just because you bought an old Goldwing doesn't mean you have to watch Murder, She Wrote and Matlock. All right, do a little slow maneuvering here. Slow maneuvering here. Let's just see what we can get away with here. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. A little bit more throttle there. A little more throttle. Wow. I mean, it's just tight. It's just so... This thing's balanced beautifully. What did they do, man? Is Honda run by, like, aliens from another planet? Honestly. It's like that little chicken with the glasses from the Bugs Bunny cartoons, you know? Designed this bike. Look at the size of it. And it just maneuvers like it's nothing. I mean, oh. I totally understand it. Totally get it. Yes, buy an old Goldwing. I don't care if it's got some issues. I don't care if they're cheap. The bones are there. Usually the buttons all still work. The motor's great. It's a balanced machine and it handles awesome. Man, what else can you say about it? I'm doing about almost 75. About 3,000 RPMs. I don't redline till 6. But with this motor, I don't think it matters. I think your top speed is something like 129 or something. You wind it all the way out. Yeah, the old Goldwing. How about that? And it's a comfortable, soft ride. It really is. The only thing is, I'm in an upright riding position. Believe it or not, I feel like I'm on an adventure bike the way my legs are right now. You know what I mean? It's like knees like that. It's not like forward chilling out position. It's like I'm like almost on an FJR. If you ever rode the FJR, it's kind of like that a little bit with just with the legs, not with the rest of it. The handlebars are an incredibly comfortable riding position. Engine braking is good. Nice, easy pull on the clutch. So yeah, even with 71,000 miles, this thing still feels really kind of good. A lot of good things about the Goldwing, even if you're gonna buy an old one just to save some money. I mean, look how tight this corner is. Look how nice and tight this thing turns. With a 6.6 gallon tank and an average fuel consumption of 40 miles per gallon, you still have well over 225, 230 miles before you have to look for a gas station. Let's give it the beans. Shaft drive. No, I did not press it all the way, but I was trying to take it a little easy on the 17-year-old motor, but still great. So why would you buy an old Goldwing? Storage, traveling capacity, comfort, and if you buy an old Goldwing, you're not going to pay that much for it. Not to mention the maintenance on these, that's really not that much. The center of gravity in this thing is so low that it's so easy to whip around. This nose just dives right into the corners. This thing is so stupidly easy to maneuver. I could not believe it. I'm 5'9", 175 pounds. I'm not huge by any stretch of the imagination, nor am I particularly tall. And I could boss this thing around like it is nothing. That is how well they made this bike. Even the old ones. The quality's there, even after all the miles, even after all the years. It's just amazing how much they think out their stuff, even on the most minute, mundane level. And down low, you got some fog lights down there. It's kind of nice. It doesn't mean you have to start drinking Fiber One, drinking Metamucil, just because you bought an old Goldwing. Now, you should buy an old Goldwing because maybe you don't have a lot of money, but you still want the quality, and you still want to go on a long trip and be reasonably comfortable. There is nothing wrong with that. Money's an issue. You got about $4 or $5 grand to spend, but you want something comfy that, you know, you and your significant other can go on a ride and go see the country. Dude, can't beat it. 17 years later, and this thing still delivers. Wow, that's Honda. Got nothing bad to say about it. TG Moto Rider, signing off.